Hey, gang, and welcome to yet another edition of Terror Time Tea. Today, I'm going to be talking about a couple of little gems, or I think they're a couple of little gems. Frostbiter, Wrath of the Wendigo, and not Slumber Party Massacre, but Slumber Party Massacre 2. I'm not sure what that was out there. I don't know if it was a kid screaming or a siren. But anyway, I am going to get to those things here shortly. But I wanted to talk about a few things before I got to the movies. And one is, I told everybody I was going to try some different types of tea for this show and just to drink tea, different types of tea in general. But um, I was also going to show the new teacup and saucer, but it's not in yet. It will probably be coming in this evening, but I can show you the two types of tea that I got in. And this is a Tiesta tea brand, and I'm so sorry for the glare. I wonder if I can. I don't know if it's the light coming from the back door or what, but this is chunky watermelon. And, you know, I don't know if that's helping or not. Um, I don't know why things have such a glare on them all of a sudden. But maybe I need to do something with the, let's see if that helps. But anyway, chunky watermelon. I know you can't read that. It says sweet watermelon herbal tea in the pink there. Hopefully this looks better being broadcast to you guys than it looks when I'm looking at it. It looks like all blurry and I think there are some kids. Yeah, there's kids screaming next door. My neighbors have some family members staying over at their house or living there, and you got kids screaming and running around in the backyard. Um, But the other type of tea, actually the tea that I'm drinking today for Terror Time tea, is this full chi honeysuckle tea. And this stuff is really good too. Now, I must admit, I think I like the chunky watermelon the best of these two that I got. Both of them are delicious. However, the chunky watermelon tastes like bubblicious watermelon gum. I kid you not. So if you like tea and you like herbal tea, I would highly recommend this chunky watermelon Tiesta tea. Um, it's also an immunity tea, which was an actual bonus to me because I'm always sick or not feeling good. So hopefully that would be something that I can partake of and it'll help. Actually, I'm going to close this door and see if that takes some of the glare off um, of things. Let me show that again. That made it a little better. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I bet you are. Chris, you say, hey, Dana, I'm very familiar. Kids running around and screaming. Yes, Steve, chunky watermelon. In fact, and this is what they call loose leaf tea. I don't know if you guys can see that real good. There's one. This is why it's called chunky watermelon because the stuff is dried, and it does indeed smell like watermelon. And what it's got in it is apple, carrots, melon, natural flavors, and beetroot. And I think the beetroot is supposed to give it the color. Okay. Can you smoke it? Well, I don't know, Steve, if you can smoke it or not. I guess you could try it. If you want to get you some rolling papers and put you some chunky watermelon in there, you could definitely try it out. But Um, I also want to remind everybody to stay tuned at 1 p.m. Eastern Time today. Me and Candace are going to be doing yet another edition of Friday Foolish. We're going to be doing another vicious vinyl collecting and more. So, y'all be sure to come on over. If you want to come on live on the stream with us, please let me know. And if you're my friend on Facebook, I'll send you the link on Facebook. If and speaking of Chris, I need to send you that link in case you want to come on. I've got to get that thumbnail done as soon as I get off of here from Terror Time Tea. Deep fried, Steve, I don't know. Again, I don't know. All I've done is made tea with it. I think Steve's trying to be kind of funny. I don't have, anything to eat, just the tea today, but maybe next time I will try a different recipe. I know Candace has sent me some Pinterest recipes, so I'm going to take a look at those. All right, so let's go ahead and ready for ramen. What do you mean, ready for ramen? But anyway, um, he's probably talking about something else I got. It wasn't like I was trying to hide it or anything, but he probably saw stuff this morning. Oh, tomorrow. Yes, yes, dear. I am ready for that tomorrow. I just totally forgot. Thank you, Crater. I like, or Chris. I know I can call you Crater, but I try to call you Chris unless we got two different Chris's in here. Um, yeah, I love my Angela Goes to Camp, which is basically a mashup between Sleepaway Camp 2 and Ernest Goes to Camp. Um, where she say you're going to try to find your Shaft vinyl soundtrack for the blaxploitation special this weekend. I didn't know y'all were doing the blaxploitation exploit or blaxploit nation, I should say. Yes, kayfabe. I know, Wes. So we'll go ahead and get to these movies. Now, the first one, Frostbiter, is not one that I heard of except through Steve. And y'all are probably thinking, yeah, Steve knows that weird stuff. Does it have grape in it? No, it doesn't have grape in it. Um, but I absolutely love this movie. I love this movie so much that Steve and I did a commentary for it not very long ago, but I may have lost that one. I've got to look and see because my phone that I had before my new phone went kaput and I lost some recordings. So, Frostbiter, Wrath of the Wendigo is kind of about a Wendigo, and it's got some, mixtures of like shades of Evil Dead in it and stuff. We have a guy singing about making chili, and then this creature coming out of the chili and attacking everybody. This movie is just awesome. Is it a good movie? No. No. It's bad. But that's right, dear. It does have chili in it. And like I said, a guy singing about chili. Um, I can't find anything bad to say about this movie, really, just because it's so much fun. If you've never seen Frostbite Wrath of the Wendigo, now Vinegar Syndrome put this out, but I believe that I bought mine from Amazon. And probably if you had bought it from Vinegar Syndrome, you would have got a nifty little slipcover. I don't know for sure, but you may have. But in this case, I didn't necessarily need the slipcover. I was fine with um, the case I got. And it does have a double-sided sleeve. So if you don't like this, you can always switch it around to this alternate cover. Steve starred in the sequel Fuckbiter. If he did, I didn't know that. The Mark Henry soundtrack is great. See? Wedgie said they stole our gimmick. We did Ernest Party Massacre probably 3 or 4 years ago. Rip off artist. Chris, she say Wes loves Fright Rags. I heard he just bought 4 shirts. Only cost him $300. Yeah, and did anybody else notice that they raised their prices? Some of them shirts are going to be $40 a piece. But I'm not going to be a hypocrite because I do buy from them. I just bought, like last week, I just pre-ordered the John Carpenter flexi disc and t-shirt. Okay. So, let me give you a little bit of a plot synopsis and then I'll give my rating on this. So, long ago, the mighty Wendigo was defeated and buried in a secret place known only to a select individual tasked with protecting this unholy ground. In this case, it's a woman, a young woman. Lest it be revived from the grave. When two arrogant hunters, and very stupid hunters, I might add, Gary and Dave stumble upon the Wendigo's final resting place and kill its early protector, they unknowingly revive the ancient demon, which Gorley dispatches Dave, taking refuge with another group of hunters. Nah, he doesn't take refuge. He actually forces himself upon these hunters. In a nearby cabin, the posse are set upon by all sorts of ghoulish creatures, not the least of which is the Wendigo itself. Meanwhile, a young woman named Sandy begins to experience visions telling her that she must now kill the Wendigo. And this is a young woman I spoke about a few seconds ago as the one to protect everybody. Where'd she say Fright Rags will be the last place I'd go to buy a shirt? F them in their butts. Chris, you say I only ever buy the Joe Bob stuff anymore from them. Yeah, and I did buy a Joe Bob shirt for the new season as well. So this is from the snowy wilds of Michigan. Tom Chaney's Frostbiter, aka Wendigo, is a highly ambitious indie horror gem which inexplicably remained nearly unreleased, save for a few local screenings, for the better part of a decade following its late 80s production, which may have been why I had never heard of it before. Featuring clever use of miniatures, highly stylized camera work and editing, frequent gore, and loads of wintry atmosphere, Vinegar Syndrome is overjoyed to at last debut this is considered folk horror, and I still like it, infused regional creature feature on Blu-ray, newly restored in 2K from its 16mm camera negative and bursting with extras that are sure to rip your head off. And it does have quite a few extras on it as well. So, what's my review of Frostbiter? Well, I am going to tell you. Not going to give it the top rating, but surprise or not surprise, I'm going to give it 4 deadites out of 5. Just because of the fun, over-the-top aspect of Frostbiter, Wrath of the Wendigo. All right. So the second one I want to talk about today is Slumber Party Massacre 2, where you can see the guy that looks like a rocker with a guitar with a drill piece attached to it. Okay. And if you remember the first Slumber Party Massacre, we had the driller killer who dispatches a bunch of girls and guys at a slumber party with a big drill. And I'm not trying to make sexual innuendos. It literally is a big drill. Although the drill is seen definitely as a phallic symbol in that. Okay, So evidently now the driller killer, Russ Thorn, has inhabited the body of a dead rock star. Hence, a different guy with a guitar with a drill attachment on it. And again, very gory, very over the top. Stars Crystal Bernard before she was in Wings. Um, and yeah, this one is just all out goofy, gory fun. I don't know, Wes. You say I'm not going to use the F word and the FAT word. I'm going to say if you are heavy and need a larger size, it's $35 for a damn 3XL. Do they think we are made of money because we're a little chunky? I haven't a clue. What she says, shipping is $6.50, so you're paying $41.50 for a stupid shirt. They can go to hell. They charge taxes too. $43.99 total. Yeah, I get you, Wes. I'm not just ordering from Fright Rags either, though. But you may not be fond of any of these companies, Terror Threads or Cavity Colors or any of the other ones either. But I still buy a fair amount of shirts, but as I get better with my new heat press, I'm probably going to be making more of my own t-shirts rather than buying some. And I know somebody's inevitably going to holler copyright issues, but I understand that. And if I ever get a cease and desist for making a shirt, then I will follow what they want me to do. But sorry, guys and gals. Trying to finish that tea before it gets too cold. What she say they are all high, but $43.99 for one shirt is insanity, by far the highest. Well, I know this may sound goofy, but that's why I buy more than one shirt. I may not be getting more for my money's worth, but it's my understanding they charge $6.50 flat rate shipping, so it'd probably be better if you bought more than one shirt. Oh, I appreciate Joe and Fast Custom Shirts. Critchy said, I love all those shirt companies, but I'm not able to buy from them often because of their prices. I did just buy a faculty shirt from Creeperama, though. That's one place I haven't bought from yet, Crater or Chris, is Creeperama. But I need to. I need to remedy that at one point in time or some point in time. But just going to give you a little plot synopsis for Summer Party Massacre 2. Courtney, played this time around by Crystal Bernard. As you remember, Courtney was one of the survivors of the Slumber Party Massacre in the first film. Is tormented by dreams of the infamous driller killer returning to wreak havoc, only to find that bad dreams really do come true when the murderous monster is reincarnated as an evil rocker. Okay. So we also have great music by Wednesday Week. Crystal Bernard's character is in a band with her friends, but it's not them doing the songs. It is Wednesday Week. I'd love to have a soundtrack just with Wednesday Week songs because I enjoy the songs in this. There goes that. I don't know if y'all can hear that kid screaming, but but I don't know. I've always had a particular fondness for Slumber Party Massacre 2 just because of the outrageous audacity that somebody would make a movie like this. It's just so much fun. And if you've not seen it, definitely, if you've not seen either one of these, this one or Frostbiter, definitely try to find a for free version of them and and check them out, because I don't think you will regret these. They're not so bad they're unwatchable. They're so bad they're good, in my opinion. Which is why I'm going to give this one 5 deadites out of 5. So Frostbiter was a 4. This one's a 5. I know there are going to be people that think I'm being generous with that. That they wouldn't even dream of giving a rating that high to either one of these movies. But I'm gonna read through y'all got, and I love it. You know, y'all don't have to stick to talking about movies all the time, but I do want to read through these comments um, about the t-shirts. Hey, Batman, you say I don't think anyone's weight should be any different. Or hell, I pay $30 for a shirt for a skinny person. Wes said, "Super Batman nerd, the bigger you are, the more you pay, though." LOL. Chris, she said, "Wes, maybe we need to just start working out to Rocky montage music." Batman said, "I guess that's true." Wes says, "If you need a 5X from those shit hens, it's $37 a shirt." Um, Wes also says, "Well, I've been pushing it to the limit every day walking. My problem is I like to eat too, LOL." Well, don't we all, Wes? You know, I've got a few pounds extra that I'd like to get rid of too, but I do like to eat. And if anybody paid attention to what my dear husband said earlier, we're going to be going out to a restaurant this weekend. Sorry if you hear Sammy. I don't know why he's doing that. Batman, you say crater, or we can do it like Screech and take some fat burning pills. But guys and gals, I'm gonna skedaddle on out of here for now. But be sure to stop by for Friday Foolish at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Me and Candace are going to talk about vicious vinyl collecting and more. This is going to be part 2. Come on out and hang out with us in the chat. Come on the live stream. Show off the stuff that you like to collect. It doesn't have to be vinyl. Hell, it doesn't even have to be horror. We want you to come on and share in this collecting adventure with us. Yes, the Death by Stereo podcast, which has a connection with Candace and Chris, says anyone who wants to join, please do. I would expect that is Candace talking under the Death by Stereo podcast. Also, be sure to check them out. Check the Death by Stereo podcast out. I don't think they do things on a regular basis, but when they do, they are excellent shows. So be sure to check them out. Where she say it's like the end of Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo. Come on out, have fun with us. Exactly. That is exactly right. We all want to have fun. It's Friday, end of the week, hopefully end of the work week for most people. And I know, Wes, some of us have to work a little bit longer than others. I understand that. That's okay, Candace. I don't mind. Plus, you're doing a little advertising too. And Chris says it's Alien Day, so don't forget that. Be sure to drag out all your favorite sci-fi alien movies and watch those today. But I'm going to skedaddle on out of here so I can get me some lunch, get the stuff ready for Friday Foolish, and I will see you guys in a few. So, bye for now, and see you guys later.